and I'm with you once again for yet another session. Today's the end of the week. It's crazy. Every day is like flying past. It's so bad. It's either me getting old, I think, because they say when you get older, time flies. So today's lesson is about how quickly do you adapt to new technology. So most of us have been quite lucky in the sense that we've been born during a time where the world went through a big change, really, and all of a sudden our phones had internet, or we had internet in general, but a few years before us, and I say us because I remember the change. I was right there when it happened. You guys don't remember the change, but people who were born before me remember this massive change where we went from no internet existing to suddenly internet. And there's been obviously continuous changes, and then iPhones and Androids, etc., etc., etc. So people have had to adapt to this new technology. Now, those of you who are born now probably need to adapt a bit less, but you still nonetheless need to adapt. So how quickly do you adapt to new technology? That is the question. So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 4F. My school name is Delhi Public School, University. And my favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Very good. And what did you do today?
Today I woke up in the morning at 6 o'clock. Then I got ready for my school because my bus will arrive at I think it was 7:30. So
Mm-hmm.
then after that I boarded my bus. Then in school we will play a lot, studying a lot. Like one of my friends did a very bad thing with me. Like yesterday or day before yesterday, it was PT time. And that time one boy just pushed me without any
Mm-hmm.
reason only. I don't know why, and I got hurt in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, I
after
see.
that, today it was no PT. So in the whole time
Okay.
we were in the class only.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that, when the last period was, on that time all the children like someone spilled water, like like his or her whole bottle only. Like I was trying to drink, but
I see.
accidentally spilled on his pant and on the floor.
Okay.
Then
And
my ma'am scolded him a lot.
oh boy, that's not good. That's really not good.
But
Okay.
I
And
didn't like that. Everybody was laughing. Yes, I'm done.
okay. And what about so? What about today's questions? How well do you adapt to new technology? How quickly do you adapt?
I can adapt quickly to new circumstance and I am always mentally prepared to take up challenges. I feel I
Mm-hmm.
have the capacity to learn that first. My
Okay.
interest to learn new technology and skills got training for new technology. Thank you.
Okay. And which new technology have you had to adapt to?
New technology and sharpening your skills is focus and practice. Play and make YouTube videos. Some of them, if you want. If you have a
Mm-hmm.
channel, have fun to learn. Like I read sometimes. In
Mm-hmm.
2021, I learned Google Analytics, information technology, cloud computing. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very
And
much.
in the COVID, I learned about lot of things on computer. Like I can change this, change that. And I also learned how to join online classes because before there were offline classes only.
They were offline classes.
And now, yes.
And before you didn't have to join, you didn't join any of these, did you?
Yes, you direct me to go to school.
Okay, excellent.
And lots of people learn this technology and lots of new technology. Like how, like in 20, 30, I think so it will be very higher.
Okay, good.
We learned last year like how to join online classes. Like before we don't used to join online classes directly used to go to school. And it is a new technology like for everyone. It's online class one.
Okay,
And office like work from home also. My father later doing work from home. He will go office after some.
okay.
And
Thank you for
grocery shopping
and
or
grocery
ordering
shopping.
lots of online
And
only
how
because on that time it was lockdown and no one can go.
and how did it
And
feel
online
getting
shopping,
used to
lots of people
this?
did online shopping.
And how did it feel getting used to this? Did you adapt quickly to this new technology?
Yes.
Do you like
I
it?
adopt anything in very fast.
Okay, and do you like it? Do you like this new technology?
Yes, ma'am.
You like it? Okay. Thank you very much, Arush.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, let's move on to Bisman. Hi, Bisman.
Hello, ma'am.
So, Bisman, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Good evening, everyone. I am Bisman Kaur. I am from Bhubaneswar. I am 14 years old. I study in Loyola School, class 8. I am good at studies and academic and sports. And my today's day was really good. I woke up at 5 p.m. and then I came back by 12:30. Today's day was really very tiring because today for an hour we had to do march past in a really very hot weather. It is like more than 40 degrees over here. So we had to
Oh, goodness.
so yeah, we had to march past, we had to practice it. And then I came back home. I did all my homework. So tomorrow is a holiday. So I didn't sleep today. And I was completing all my homework. And after that I did a bit of self studies and I started with my history syllabus. It's really very huge. The answers are like very much. So I have to really concentrate on everything this year because it's eight, so it's really tough. And
Oh,
yesterday's
boy.
is overall really good, and like it was a mixture of both.
Okay. And if we go to today's question, how quickly do you adapt to new technology?
So technology is basically what we these days every teen use it as their leisure, use in their leisure time. Like example, computer, like softwares, internet, cell phones, like everything is a part of technology. And when I talk about myself, I'll speak before this pandemic. I didn't had any scope of using this technology so nicely, but now I'll say it has a huge impact in our life. Like everyone is addicted to it. Even the person say I'm not addictive, still that person is indirectly or directly addictive to it. Like these days technology is it has become so easy that everyone can easily adapt it. Earlier we never saw the softwares actually. Computer, we thought that one computer, one software, one hardware, like we didn't have so much idea about the computer. But one by one we saw so many things in the computer. We are like we have been discovering so many things in the computer. And I'll be truly speaking, during a computer class we were like coming towards so many technologies. Like sometimes the child used to say that there is Microsoft Excel 2006 also present in these kind of computers. And I'll say like one way it's tougher also. Like technology is like, suppose we have two brand of cell phones like Oppo and Vivo. These days these are really high, Vivo and Oppo. That what I'll say, like both features. It just the home screen and a lot of things totally different in usage. So many parents are facing a lot of difficulty because of these
Uh,
many.
Bisman, I can't hear you. You were fine, but now we've lost you. I don't know what you touched or did, but we've lost you. Try again. No, not as before. No. Try. Bisman. Oh, we lost Bisman. Let's wait for her to reconnect, I think. Bisman? Yes. Okay, she's connecting to the audio. We'll have Bisman back on. Bisman?
Ma'am, you can hear me now?
Perfect. Now it's good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so carry on what you were telling us because you suddenly went very
Yeah.
far
So I
away.
was saying that these technologies in one way have made like the old people's life really very tough. Like my parents' life. I'll say I can easily adapt with these kind of technologies because I'm a teen. I'm studying these kind of programs in my school, like Java program, JavaScript. There are so many programs which we are taught in the school, so we can just apply it in a cell phones itself and software. But the parents who are never taught to be the programs, actually, I'll say, they in their generation programs didn't have that much value. But in this pandemic we have faced that. So I was saying is, suppose if we take two brands like Vivo and Oppo phones, both the phones are really very famous, Vivo and Oppo. So Vivo and Oppo have different like lock screen, home screen and features in it. So it's because just a lot of technology is there, and that is why it has made our parents' life really difficult. So if they are going to buy a new phone, they'll face a lot of difficulty. So there, it's like a lot of technology shouldn't be like, it should be limited actually. A lot of technology makes a lot of cure, makes a lot of work burden. Like if there is limited technology, then what happens is like you can discover yourself. If you get to know something in your computer, it's good you know. But technology, so much of technology has made everyone's life really very difficult. So I feel like technology is like it can be easily adapted by a teenager and a child, like above 10 years child can
Mhm.
easily adapt to technology. But yeah, the our parents age, for them it's a bit difficult to get up to adapt with the new technology. So I feel like these days technology is really hyped. Everyone is like is searching, is developing, is like discovering technology. So I feel like I'm really very like I can easily adapt with the technology.
Mhm. So you feel like you're fine, but those of us who were not born during a time where there was this technology boom are at a bit of a disadvantage because we didn't have it at school either. Well, I did, but people who are older than me, and if I were to think, my grandparents, they didn't have it at school, definitely not. So you are lucky, for example, as well. You have it at school, so you don't need to really struggle to catch up with the
Yes,
times.
ma'am.
Was
Like it's difficult for the parents also to now teach them also. Like I feel like many people go for the tuitions these days, and the one who were really good at computers before the lockdown, they were really very good at using computers because they remembered all the shortcut keys like CTRL plus V like for paste, and like that they remembered everything, and that made their life really very easy and smooth. And like the one who couldn't work on it, like suppose a year of COVID went, after that like 2 years of COVID was in lockdown only. So after 1 year went, everyone was like, if you don't know this, you can easily find it on internet, YouTube. And I must say that YouTube is the best way if you don't still get with your like if you're still not clear how to download the file or anything, you can just search it. You'll get easily and a shorter process. I have also tried this. It is really very helpful. Once like many times your parents are like many times your parents are not being taught the programs in the childhood, so they cannot teach you that nicely. So you can go through the programs on YouTube instead of going for tuitions, because YouTube is a really very good option. And Google also, these days Google has also been very updated, so it also provides very like it always provides the correct information. So I feel like technology can be easily adapted, and these days parents are also getting very like updated, so they also are catching the speed of the teenagers also. So I feel like it's good if a person can easily adapt the new technology because it's going to be a future. If you cannot adapt a technology easily, it's like you are missing something in your life.
Okay, thank you very much, Bisman.
Mhm.
Okay, next we have Samikia. Hi, Samikia.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. So, Samikia, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samikya Sambarthana. I'm studying in class 8 in St. Vincent Convent School, and I'm living in India at Odisha, Berhampur. And my hobbies are the drawing, paintings, and drawing. Thank you. Today, I woke up at 5 o'clock, then I get ready for my school. Then I went to school at 6:10. Uh, um, uh, in my school, I was a little bit tired. I wasn't tired of my school. After that, I came back home at 11:30. After coming back home, I ate snacks, and then after that, I I just take a bit rest by sleeping. After waking up, I have to do my studies. I have to complete my all the homeworks and all that. So after that, I completed that, and after that I watched TV with my brother for a while, and after that. My brother had to understand some lessons and chapters, so I just taught him. After I taught him, I just watched mobile for a while, and then I joined your class.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Samikia. Okay, so today's question is, how quickly do you adapt to new technology?
To adapt the new technology, um, there should be the capacity, and uh, there should be the confidence to adapt to new technology. And also to adapt to new technology, you should be suitable for that thing, and you have to understand what is that new technology. And so to adapt to new technology, first I understand those things, and then I concentrate on that technology, and then I can easily adapt that thing.
So you feel
Eas-
like you have no problems, just as long as you sit down and try and figure it out, you can easily adapt to it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what can you tell us now? The next question that I have, I will start off with Bisman for this one, and then I'll move round to Smiki and Darush. So Bisman, why is it important to adapt quickly to the new technology?
Ma'am, both mean like good.
Why is it important? Yes, why do we need to adapt quickly?
I feel like if like these days we know like if you don't know like if you don't know the answer to a very common question, you feel a bit shameless in the class. You feel like you are really bad at studies like that. Only I'll say if you don't cannot adapt to the technology, actually not adapt to the technology easy, but if you don't know the technology actually,
Mhm.
adapting comes later on. When you don't know about the technology, you can ever adapt it up. So you have to know about the technology. These days, I'll say cricket matches. Like cricket is on hype these days. Like in India, we have IPL. Something is going on. So it's like regularly there are so many discussions in the class. And if you know you're not good at cricket, you won't be in that circle of your friends. I'm I'm not at all good at cricket, so I feel like I feel a bit bad about it. Like that only I'll say. Many people feel really sad that they don't go up with the technology, and they feel like they are very behind. Like they don't know the
That's
like they
true.
don't know the like they don't know the first alphabet of the technology. So they feel like, what can I do to get like what is something good? Like what will I do if I know the current technology? So I feel like many people feel like technology is nothing. It's just an a period of time. It will go after a period of time, but no, it will live with you forever. Because once this technology system has been started, you will find it in the computer labs of your school also. The teacher will ask you to open MS Excel and then go to the PowerPoint. And this time teacher is also very updated, so she uses the shortcuts, and she uses the like direct process. Earlier the teachers were like, they used to indicate you each and everything. Click on the left icon, click on the right icon. But these days every child is really updated, so if you're not updated, you will feel really bad and embarrassed to like in the whole class. Not only teenagers, also the also like around the age of 25, the one who are going to be married, who have left their studies one way, like they have completed their studies and they feel like computers now no more. Like many people feel like computer is just a subject, but computer is like life these days. Because if you don't know computer, you'll never know technologies. So I feel like everyone should know technology and they should know the importance of technology. If they don't know the importance of technology, they will never adapt it quickly. As just an example, like if I know math and I feel like maths is really important in my life, I'll know the concept of maths easily and then start doing the sums. Like that only. If I know know the importance of the computer, the technology, then I'll easily adapt it. That is what I wanted to say.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Bisman. Okay, next we have Samikia. Samikia, can you answer that question for us? Why is it important to quickly adapt to new technology?
Yes, ma'am. It is important to quickly adapt the new technology uh, because there are many reasons. Because if um, if if you will not adapt the technology, if you will not adapt the new technology, you will be in a problem. Because if uh, if you haven't adapted the technology, and if the situation arises that you don't know this technology and everyone knows about those, so you have a problem to face that you have a problem to face that situation. So it is very important to adapt the new technology, what is going on present, what is the new technology that is presently going on, what is the advanced technology is going on. You have to know about that, and you have to adapt that very much quickly. Because it maybe you have to face, you can have to face that after several time, or it can be. So it is very important to adapt that.
Okay, excellent, excellent, very good. And Arush, what would you say to that? So, why is it important to adapt quickly to new technology?
If you don't adapt new technology, like for example, if in 2030 it will be very technology, like on that time there will be no copies, digital copies will be there. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Will be digital copies will be there, and
Mm-hmm. Okay, why
lots
is
of
it
things will
important?
change.
Yes. Okay, so
If
you
we don't
need to adapt.
adopt any of
Mm-hmm.
them, we will be stuck in that
Okay,
level
so
only.
it's
We
important
will be
to
stuck
move move with society.
forward. Yes, ma'am. If you
Okay.
move forward, slowly your level will also be like like forward. Like
Mm-hmm.
slowly it will be higher. If you will
Okay.
not change, you will stuck at that level. Like for example, right now you are playing a game, and right now you are stuck on 55th level only. You can't go forward.
Well,
So
yes,
like
but
that only we should do.
we're not just talking about games, though. Obviously, we're talking about the use of different devices, but it is important because society does move and new things in society will happen. Like governments today use the internet and um, you have to fill in forms online. So it's important to keep up because otherwise you're going to be left behind. And yes, you're right. It's the moving
Yes,
forward.
ma'am. Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good, very good. And some things, for example, with adapting to new technology, if we look at businesses, it's important for businesses to adapt to new technology because new technology gives them things that they might need. And obviously, they have to test this thoroughly and they have to train their staff to get them
Yes,
quickly adapted to it as well. Bisman, would you like to add something?
thank you.
Ma'am, I just got a point. I was like thinking. So I
Mhm.
got that like many people who are like were catching up with the technology and sometimes from the behind only like some servers like just ban the question for some time or the format for some time. So they feel like they get this like they get like they feel bad that they don't know the technology, but sometimes they don't know that it's from behind some actual server. The like suppose once what happened like a question paper was given and this question paper link was banned itself only. That app got banned at that second and the question paper was just not given only. So, so many people feel like they don't know technology, but actually it's like if you know technology, you know everything. That if the link is banned, then you won't ever know the question.
Okay. We're starting to lose you a bit again, but I believe I got it. Okay. Anyone would like to add anything else? Okay, so now I want you to think about a piece of technology that you had to adapt quickly to. And without adapting to it, you felt a bit left behind. So, can you think of one thing, a piece of new technology that you found a bit difficult or was a bit new to you? And you can now relate to how maybe your parents or grandparents feel with all this new technology. I'd like you to think about one thing that you found new and it made you feel anxious. So, Bisman.
Ma'am, I think so. When COVID started, for me, computer was really new. Like I used to use it for the computer lab, but for that we were using like that Scratch and PowerPoint only. But when we started using the computers for online classes, it was a bit difficult for me to use it up because like CPU first you have to on the CPU, then the like everything was like it was a bit difficult for me. Then I was used to it.
Okay, good. What about you, Arush? What was difficult for you?
Ma'am, before I don't know how to join online classes, my father teach me because he had did all very less online meetings before when it was offline.
Mm-hmm.
So he teach me how to join. So that's why I just
So
I
that
just
was a
learned.
bit new though, a bit scary the first time.
Yes.
Okay, so now if you think about that, think how your grandparents must feel with mobile phones and computers and things like that. It's all first time for them as well. Okay, and Smikia, last but not least, what about you?
Yes, ma'am. What
What
was
was so the question was to think about something that was new to you and it was a bit scary to use for the first time, that you
that?
had
Okay,
to
ma'am.
adapt to it quickly.
Yes, ma'am. The thing was in this bandmate situation, the thing was that using the mobile phone was very much difficult for me because I don't know any teachers about that because I wasn't using this mobile earlier. I was just checking the messages before of the school, which was given by the school. So, but another, except this, anything else that doesn't about anything about the mobile phone. So it was a little difficult and scary for me to know about this. And slowly I can know that and I adapt those things because our online classes were started. So I also doesn't know about that it required the net internet to use those things. So after using it continuously for a week, I could understand, and then I was adapted about those things, and I continuously doing my online classes and also doing and also using the computer for the first time also. No, but it's not using the internet and using computers was also for me the first time to use that because before that I was just using the docs and Microsoft Office for using or writing my anything or notes. So I was using, but after that, using on the internet and computers, using HTMLs and about all those things, it was a new thing.
Okay, fantastic. Well, guys, thank you very much. So today we've discussed how quickly you adapt to new technology, why it's important, and also when a time when you found it maybe a bit hard just to relate to people who find it difficult to adapt. So thank you all very much for joining, and I hope you have a good weekend and a good evening, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.